I tried a lot of new gear in 2021, and today I'm going to go over the items that made the cut and that I'm bringing with me into 2022 and the things that didn't and I'm leaving behind. And you're watching Andy Parrish Outdoors. Welcome to 2022, everybody. Andy here, and thanks for joining me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This channel is all about outdoor adventures and backpacking and gear and a whole range of different things. And it's getting bigger and badder in 22. And I'm super excited to slowly start to reveal some of those things that will be expanding on the channel this year. Today, we're going to specifically talk about some items that I got to test out in 2021. And out of all the things that I got to test and try, I've kind of narrowed it down to my favorite things that have earned the right to join me in 2022. And we're going to talk a little bit about the things that I'm cutting my losses and leaving back in 2021. And some of those things were my core pieces of gear that have been replaced. So let's get to it. Well, the first on my list is the Alpaca Fleece hoodie from the Appalachia Gear Company. Got my hands on this early in 2021, and it quickly grew to be one of my favorite mid layers, even eclipsing my tried and true, the Patagonia R1, which was my staple. If you watched any videos from 2019, 2020, you saw me in that all over the place. But in 21, I don't know if you saw it in any video because I was constantly choosing to take the Alpaca Fleece hoodie. The hood is extremely comfortable. The whole setup is stretchy and comfortable and breathable. You can hike in it on trail and not overheat quickly, yet it can provide, the warmth that you need. On those cooler evenings and mornings. It just had a lot of the things that I was looking for in a fleece mid layer, and it knocked it out of the park. So it quickly became my go-to, and it earned the right to join me in 2022. And unfortunately, the Patagonia R1, that's staying back in 21. All right, the second item on my list is another piece of clothing, and it's been another core staple of my kit for the last couple years. So if you've watched any videos from 2019 or 2020, you've seen me in my Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer jacket all over the place. That blue jacket, I loved it. Lightweight, warm enough, checked all the boxes I thought when I bought it. But what I really grew to miss was that it didn't have a hood. So I had just, bought the hoodless jacket, cut a little extra weight. I thought it'd be plenty warm. And what I grew to find out was I really missed not having a hood and that little bit of extra warmth. So early in 21, I had been able to, find the Ghost Whisperer Hoodie 2 on sale and pulled the trigger and have loved it. All the same features that I loved in the Ghost Whisperer. Add the hood, a little bit of weight, but a lot of extra warmth, and I've really liked it. So that has earned the right to join me on my trips in 22 going forward. And the old hoodless jacket, sorry, we're leaving you in the past. The next item on my list is the Z-Packs Lotus Ultralight umbrella. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that too. If you would have told me back in the day that I'd be backpacking with an umbrella, I would have probably laughed at you. But I saw a lot of people, using this and thought, yeah, I want to test that out. So I actually picked one up in 2020 and never had a chance to use it or never really wanted to use it. So in 21, I thought, let's give it its due. And I took it with me on my Smoky Mountains, 4-day trip. And we got tons of rain, and having a hands-free umbrella set up while you're backpacking was actually quite refreshing. I could take my jacket off or unzip it and vent while you're hiking. It just became super convenient to have. I don't love hiking in rain gear. You get hot. It's hard not to. Even the ones that say they're breathable aren't so much. So being able to hike without a rain shell or unzipped at times to vent was really quite nice. So quickly, the Z-Packs Lotus found its way into my kit over and over and over, and it's earned the right to join me in 22. It's not replacing anything, but it's a new addition, and it's found its way, and it's found a home. The next item on my list is a drink item for keeping hydrated on trail, and that's an electrolyte mix. In the past, I've used things like Mio Sport and Nun tablets, and I've just never really loved the setup with either one of those. And this year I started trying the Gatorade Zeros, which don't have all the extra sugar in it. And I've really loved how just small and lightweight and full of electrolytes they are. So they're super light and easy, and they taste great. And now they've become my go-to electrolyte mix while backpacking. And they've earned the right to join me in 22, and all those others, sorry, they're getting left behind. All right, next on my list is the Garmin Fenix 6X smartwatch. In the past, you've seen me with the Casio Pro Trek, which is a great outdoor watch, but I really needed a GPS tracker included in my kit. I've been having issues with AllTrails and my phone doing my main source of tracking. And if you watch like the Laurel Highlands video, you saw me complain about it just going haywire. So I looked at the Garmin Fenix 6X and loved its set of features. The battery life just looked awesome, and it's actually been better than I expected. Since I've worn it now, it's become my everyday watch. Just love it. The features, the accuracy, the tracking, the fitness, the health monitors, all that kind of stuff has just been great. So it's become my go-to fitness tracker, GPS watch for all of my backpacking trips and day-to-day stuff, and earned the right to join me in 22. And the Casio, unfortunately, we're leaving you back in 21. And the last one on my list is the Insta360 One X2 camera. Horrible name, sweet camera. The Insta360 camera is awesome, providing these kind of drone-like images. The 360 camera really allows you to do some really neat shots in some really cool locations. And I think it's been a great addition to the filming and the camera work that I've been able to capture this year. So if you've noticed those kind of drone-like looks, side, front, behind, that's that Insta360 camera. It's really been pretty sweet. I'll leave information about all of these down in the description below, so you can go check that stuff out. But the Insta360 has definitely been a sweet addition. I've really loved that camera, and it's earned the right to join me in 22 as just a new piece of gear. Well, that's my list. What'd you think? Is there anything on that list that you would actually try out and maybe add to your kit? Or is there something that I really need to look at in 22? If either of those are the case, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll reply to you. I'm always looking for great ideas and conversation. And for those that have watched to the very end, if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. It really lets me know that you like this type of content and that I should continue to produce this type of thing in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, be well.